Anime film of the year is an understatement. I mean, how many grown men were left crying at the end of this movie? When you thought this film was already peak anime material after Tanjiro and Inosuke's finishing attack on Enmu, inner third member Akaza appeared out of nowhere to rip your heart out with Rengoku's heartbreaking, beautifully animated death. From the magnificent animation done by Ufotable during the dreams, fight scenes, and the radiant oceanic subconscious of Tanjiro, Demon Slayer Mugen Train was everything you wanted and so much more. That's why we're here to bring you the top 10 things you missed from Demon Slayer Mugen Train. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe for weekly 10 things you missed from your favorite anime. We've got Season 1 of ReZero, Dr. Stone, and Jujutsu Kaisen posted up, and we here at Detective Anime love making these videos. So just comment below which show, season, or anime movie you want us to do next, and we'll add it to the list. Coming in at number 10, Rengoku's hearing issues? It's tough to start out with the now deceased star of the movie, but it's important we talk about an interesting detail when it comes to his hearing prowess. The first time we saw Rengoku in the train, he was loudly exclaiming the word delicious while enjoying his food, clearly startling everyone in the train. In the few moments that followed, we saw Rengoku sitting upright and listening to Tanjiro while looking straight ahead, never turning his head to face him even once. It could be easily brushed aside by simply saying that it was part of his awkward yet charismatic personality, but we at Detective Anime think that there's something more to this. In a special chapter made for the promotion of the movie, Rengoku fought off a demon called the Flute Demon, who could manipulate his opponents through their hearing. In the process, he intentionally bursts off his own eardrums so the demon won't have any power against him. And based on a quick Google search, it says that it takes about 3 months to heal a ruptured eardrum. But considering how brutally he went through this process, there might have been some long-term damage that could have made it irreparable, thus resulting in the new hearly impaired Rengoku. Number 9. The Tempura Hair. In the first few seasons of the movie, we saw Inosuke asking if Tanjiro will be able to recognize the Fire Hashira, to which Tanjiro replied, yes, he had this gaudy hairstyle and I remember his scent too. We already know that Tanjiro is quite gifted when it comes to his sense of smell, but the most distinguishable feature of our favorite Hashira is actually his orangish blonde hair. In the manga, it was revealed by the Hashira himself that the reason behind his distinct haircut is that one of his ancestors ate a lot of tempuras, which made their own hair and the next generations quite abnormal. Interesting considering in the modern world, some people use carrot juice to create that kind of shade, but I guess you gotta switch it up. Number 8. Realm of the Highest. While Akaza and Rengoku were engaged in a battle of different philosophies, we saw the demon saying that Rengoku won't be able to join the Realm of the Highest because he's just a human. It could very well be just a phrase he used to refer to the strongest individuals in the Demon Slayer universe, but the terminology seems so specific that we went digging for some further information. We learned that what Akaza actually meant was that he was close to obtaining a transparent world, or more commonly referred to as the Domain of Supremacy, which allows the user to have extremely high perception skills, but could only be activated if the person had a demon mark. If that's the case, then Tanjiro might have the potential to join this Realm of the Highest, because he already carries a demon mark on his forehead. Another character that will make an appearance in Season 2 based on the trailer is Tengen Uzui, the Sound Hashira, who has a distinct demon mark on his left eye. This power could be expanded when Tanjiro meets him. Number 7. The Similar Scar. Scars on people who use swords to kill demons every day aren't exactly surprising, but when two people have the exact same scar, it definitely flashes a light in our anime detective minds. We saw Genya, one of the graduates alongside Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke popping up at the end of the first season where he bumped into Tanjiro, though in the movie we see him standing beside the Stone Hashira when the news of the death of Rengoku was delivered. In the very next scene, we saw the Wind Hashira, and notice that both of these characters have the exact same scar on their face. If it was another studio, we could say it might be lazy animation, but considering how detailed and methodical Ufotable are with their products, there's no doubt in our minds that these two characters are related in some way, possibly facing the same opponent who likes to scar their enemy's face in combat. Number 6. Gaara of the 12 Kizuki? There's not a doubt in our minds that by the time you'll be watching this, there will be a deep hatred inside your heart for Akaza, the 4th strongest demon currently in the series. But if you were still wondering why his voice sounded surprisingly familiar to you, then we've got you covered. Akaza is voiced by Akira Ishida, who's famous for being the voice actor of Gaara from Naruto. It was quite remarkable to see him being so flexible with the characters, since they both are quite opposite when it comes to personality, further cementing Akira's place as one of the top voice actors in the industry. Number 5. Akaza wasn't really interested in eating humans. There's a recurring theme with the demon population that they absolutely love the taste of human flesh and want to devour humans as soon as they see them. In the movie, we saw Enmu showing off this trait from the very first minute, but the appearance of Akaza definitely changed the way we see demons for now. Akaza being one of the upper rank 3 makes him the 4th strongest demon alive, but he didn't show any interest in devouring the humans. It's clear he was there for one thing and one thing only, fighting a strong opponent. He even went as far as saying that he would love to see Rengoku becoming a demon, but not once during the battle did he mention anything close to consuming the Fire Hashira. It might be that the upper ranks have a completely different value system that's been developed through Muzan's blood, and they don't need to eat humans because of this. Number 4. Hinokami Kagura. The main motivation behind Tanjiro pursuing Rengoku was to learn more about Hinokami Kagura. In the epic Season 1 finale, Tanjiro and Nezuko faced off against Rui, where Tanjiro semi-consciously activated a new power instead of one of his regular water-breathing techniques. His new power was used to burn Rui's threads to the ground with what looked like fire, and ever since then, Tanjiro has been searching for any details about his father since he had suspicions that he was able to use this technique as well. Even more so, we saw his father appear in his dream to tell him that he needed to cut something to escape the demon art. While we didn't find out anything about this power in the movie, it's looking like Tanjiro will be heading to meet Rengoku's father to hopefully learn something. Number 3. An uncanny resemblance to Hisoka. The moment we first saw Akaza, our mind went back to Hunter x Hunter, where we saw Hisoka sharing similar personality traits. Constantly looking for the fight, removing their body parts to win in battle, and doing absolutely anything to get the fight that they want. It was interesting to compare the two. Unfortunately, the voice actor for Hisoka is already taken in the Demon Slayer world. Daisuke Namikawa voices a swordsmith affiliated with the Demon Slayer's Corp. Number 2. The Traitor. We've already mentioned in our Demon Slayer Season 1 video that we believe there may be a traitor amongst the Hashira, and this movie may have just given us a few more reasons to believe this theory. We saw the reaction of every Hashira when the news of Rengoku's death reached them. All of them were devastated and expressed their sadnesses in their own style, but 2 reactions really stood out. Muichiro Tokita, the Mist Hashira, was the only one without a single line of dialogue or facial expression to show his feelings, which might be because of his gloomy personality, but considering he was the only one heading somewhere, we feel like he might just be a prime suspect to be working for Muzan. The other suspect was Obanai Iguru, the Serpent Hashira, who was the only one of the Hashiras whose facial expressions weren't shown. It could have been either tears or a sinister smile, so considering how the snake is associated with treachery and betrayal, this could be a tease through minor symbolism. Number 1. What was the compass needle? We saw Akaza making a huge supernatural style star shape in the snow when he first landed and called the ability the compass needle. There was no explanation to the power, but we have a theory about it. If you're a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen, which everyone should be, then you will be familiar with the concept of domains. A domain is created by a sorcerer to capture someone in a separate space of their creation, making it difficult to impossible to dodge their attacks. The key to beating Akaza might just be to somehow deactivate this ability in order to impair his microsecond regeneration. With Tanjiro's heartfelt expressions from the end of the movie, it's clear that he'll be crossing paths with Rengoku's killer in the future. Until then, we hope you enjoyed this video. We post weekly things you missed on Thursdays, so comment below which show, season, or anime movie you want us to do next. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Check out our past videos on ReZero, Dr. Stone, and Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. See you next week!